Hi everybody, we're on to the next unit, and that is the 8th grade mural. You might think that because school is canceled, we're not going to have an 8th grade mural this year, but we definitely are. You already got started on the 8th grade mural by coming up with a sketch for it right when school closed. So you're well on your way to making your 8th grade mural piece. But then what we're going to do at this point is we're going to take those ideas and you're going to make a new illustration using Google Canvas that you're going to upload to me, and then I'm going to print it out and glue it onto the mural. So here's how you do it. First, you go to your Google Classroom and you click on the assignment that says 8th grade mural final drawing, draw it digitally. You're going to see that in that assignment there are two attachments. First, click on simple illustration styles. These will be your inspiration for the way your drawing should look for the 8th grade mural. We're going to be using Google Canvas, which really does not allow you to do anything but simple stuff. It is a very simple program, but you'll see from the following artist styles that even simple illustrations can be really interesting to look at. You, I'm sure, recognize this famous artist, Keith Haring. You may have seen this mural by Keith Haring on the FDR Drive on the way to the city. And this is another piece of his art. And notice the thick lines and bold illustrations, simple style. This is Neil Turner, who also has a very simple illustration style. Daniel Salmieri, Christopher Silas Neal. You may notice that you recognize these from children's books you may have read when you were young by Todd Parr. And I'm sure you recognize the style of the Diary of a Wimpy Kid illustrations by Jeff Kinney. This kind of simplicity is the mindset we want to be in for the 8th grade mural project. When you go back to the assignment, you're going to see another attachment that says 8th grade mural worksheet, and you're going to click on it. You're going to see at the top that I actually have created an example of an 8th grade mural piece that is a favorite memory of mine from Pella Middle School. That's what we're doing for this mural. It's called Pella Middle School Memories, and this one depicts a night at Friday Night Live with two kids dancing underneath a disco ball. Once you pull up the worksheet, you're going to go to the top right to the three dots. You're going to click on it, and you're going to click on Open in New Window. You're going to wait a little bit for it to open, and when it does, you're going to download it to your drive by clicking on the little arrow button at the top right, and it will download to your drive. The next thing you want to do is open up a new window, go to Google, and type in Google Canvas, which will bring you to Google Canvas. When you get there, you click on it, and you're going to see a screen that looks like this. You're going to click on New from Image. And then you're going to look in your drive for your 8th grade mural worksheet that you just downloaded. You click on it. And now your worksheet is in Google Canvas. And you can zoom in with your two fingers really close, or you can zoom out with your two fingers to make it farther away. On the left, you're going to see a toolbar, a very simple toolbar. Google Canvas is very easy to use. The top shows how you can change colors between markers, pencils, and other kind of writing implements. Under that, you can get different brush sizes. Under that, there's a pencil tool, which makes lines like this. Under that, you see a pen tool, which makes lines with varying thickness. Under that, you see a marker, which makes really thick lines. Under that, you see chalk, which makes kind of lines that look chalky or crayon-like. And finally, we have the eraser tool, which erases away anything you don't want anymore. So once you've had a chance to explore these tools, what you're then going to do is read the directions very carefully. We've already opened up the worksheet in Google Classroom, so we did that step. Then in the center square below, you're going to see it looks like a Polaroid picture, and in the center of that Polaroid picture, that's where your picture is going to go. We don't want to put any pictures in the white part. The next step is that once you draw your picture in there, which depicts a favorite memory of your time at Pella Middle School, you need to make sure you erase what's outside of that square. And then lastly, you write your name somewhere in it, first and last, and then you write a short description of your memory in black below, which we're going to demonstrate right now. So what you want to do to get a good picture is you want to zoom in really close. It definitely helps you get the best picture. Think of the memory you want to depict, or refer back to the original sketch that you created in the first online art assignment. Sometimes it's a good idea to do your background first. My memory that I'm going to show here is me in science class doing an experiment. I created the background first, and I'm going to have the rest of the picture be on top of the background. It's kind of an easier strategy to do it that way. And this is a person in their science class. And in their hands is a beaker filled with some kind of green fluid that you might have in a science experiment in your science class. And maybe there'd be some posters in the background showing the kinds of things you would see in a science classroom. And you just want to go into as much detail as you possibly can. We're going to stop here just because I don't want this video to be too long, but you want to make sure that you do follow an important step of this project. And by the way, notice the room scene that we have created here. That's kind of inspired by the last project we did. I encourage you guys to use your 1-point perspective skills. But one important last step is you got to put your first and last name. I'm going to put Mrs. Schwartz, but you are going to put your first and last name. And definitely zoom in tight so you can write that much easier. Once you're done drawing your picture, you want to take your eraser and you want to zoom in and you want to get rid of the stuff that got in the white part of the Polaroid picture, because it should look like a Polaroid picture when you're all done with it. So you kind of have to neaten it up around the edges with your eraser. And once that's done, the final step is you take a thin black pen or marker or whatever writing implement you want to use, and you go to the bottom of your picture and you zoom in and you write a short description of what the memory was of your time at PMS. Once you're all done with your worksheet, it's now time to upload it to Google Classroom. And here's how you do that. You go to the top right to the 3 little dots, you click on it. You click on Save as Image. You then go back to your Google Classroom page and you click on Add or Create. Then you click on File, You go to My Drive, and you find the worksheet that you just finished in your drive. You click on it, you press Add, there it is. Make sure it's the right one, it is. And then you press Turn In, and you have officially turned in your work for this assignment. Looking forward to seeing your work.